All right, we coming to you live, another episode.
Another one.
This one is going to be kind of like, we're going to go back in time, right? We're going to go over the lives of Juice and Will.I. And the men in general, right? Ladies, I want you to take out your pen and pad on this one. Because you got to understand where the disconnect happens at, right? Where it kind of, all brings it together. Juice, what are we calling this episode, man?
We call this episode, Will the Good Guy Survive?
Will the good guy survive?
I don't know, Willie.
So this whole premise, the whole premise of this episode is to basically exploit, right? The good guy towards getting basically belittled or not being picked by the lady.
No.
So usually we go over the ramifications of a guy cheating. It's his fault. It's this, that, and the third. But what happens when the good guy actually does everything right and the woman does not pick him or does not honor him or does not treat him, a little bit better than, she would treat a guy that was bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's what this episode is about, man. Did we get disconnected from there?
Yeah, I don't know what happened with your phone.
Yeah, it's probably getting old. But it's all because I probably need to upgrade it. That's why this ain't my real phone. I keep a lot of notes on there, man. I'm like one of those dudes that walk around and take a lot of notes.
You got the notes, champ?
Oh, they see this.
They see this. They see that.
All right, there we go. I don't know why it blinked out like that. It's gonna be a problem. All right, so why the good guy doesn't prevail? Let's get into the show, man. Juice, go ahead and hit us with the cheers of the week.
So cheers to all of the women who got a good guy and realize it. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVP. Shout out, baby.
Ladies, you got a good guy. You took advantage of the situation. And then, boom, everything worked out. You prospered with it. And we just want to give a cheers to you. Now, ladies, some of you are still trying to find that good guy. And sometimes he don't always tick your clock or tick your top. And we understand that. So we're not speaking from that premise. We're talking about the woman out there who gets that good guy and does not do the right items or actions or capture the right milestones to keep that man. All right, but before we go there, Jules, you got something for us? Was there anything hot?
Not really, but I got something for you.
All right, man, we got a hot topic of the week. What is it?
So I saw this article.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this is a deep one right here. Pretty much talked about more and more black men, African-American males, are getting and starting to date now non-black women. A lot of people say it's because other races are more nice than black women. They're not as controlling as black women. They don't like to argue like black women. They don't insult your intelligence like black women. They do not emasculate you like black women. They do not wear fake hair like black women. In fact, black women pay to wear the other race's hair. This is much less stressful and much more of a helpful teammate. And yeah, that's pretty much what they said in a nutshell. Now, I found this to be very interesting. Yes, some of those things, have some type of validity to them. More so referring to the hair. But not all black women are mean.
Ladies, I have nothing to do with this hot topic.
Me neither. I just found
because I actually live in a thriving community full of black women, and I don't want to walk outside and have to
get beat up
and get shot, get a hot comb or a comb thrown at me. People don't even use hot combs no more. But I remember when they did, and it was the hottest thing in America. So because of that, I would negate answering this question at all.
Oh,
I'm not even part of it.
I'm not going to negate it. I'm going to jump right into it.
Go ahead. Jump right into it.
I mean, honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with dating outside your race. Date whoever you like. But I will say that, a lot of these are just stereotypes. Just like saying all black people like chicken, all black people like watermelon. That's not necessarily true. There probably are some black women who are mean. And there probably are who are controlling. But, that doesn't mean that all black women are mean and all black women are controlling. All black women like to argue, because that's not the case. Some guys just may have ran into a bad woman. It's like some women may have ran into a cheater. Maybe they just had the bad luck of the draw. So I would rebuke what this article says. I don't think it's all true. But date who you please, man. No cap. I'm not going to hold you back. I'm not going to stop you from being great. Be great. Do your thing. That's what you want to do? Do your thing, champ. I support you. Just make sure it's the right move for you.
All right, I'm going to get into this question. All right, so if you just joining us, what happened was, there's an article out on why black men are dating non-black women.
Mm-hmm.
All right, first and foremost, Will.i.am is not against interracial dating at all, right? But if you must address the black queen, let me tell you a couple of things that's missing from the article, right?
Break it down for him, Will. Break it down.
I'm going to have to break it down.
Break it down.
I'll
be nervous.
So, usually what happens is a guy dates outside of his race because he's not able to handle the black queen anymore.
Oh.
Okay? He's not able to defend himself accordingly.
Okay.
He wants to, I would say, he usually goes outside the race for it to be easier.
He wanted the easy way out.
Easy way out. Because the different races have different things they deal with, right?
Right.
Being in the black race, we are swift with the lies, swift with the game, more so than other races. Other races are more foregoing, right? I would say that. They're more foregoing and truthful. And if they do lie, then it's out of the norm, or they usually don't get caught as much as men in the black race, all right? So when a black male decides to go outside of his nationality and date a different race, there's nothing wrong with that. Love is love. But to compare it to men dating outside their race because of the black woman, it's a different story. That story is foretold by the weakness of that male, right? Okay. Love is love. Date outside your race, that's fine. But if you leave your race because you're tired of the black queen, then obviously you are weak. And therefore you negate your own race and you go elsewhere. Now, this is speaking outside of the ramifications of love and, things that just happens within that decorum of dating. Mm-hmm. But on the other side, you do have a choice on who you date. So if you're particularly picking another nationality over your black queen, then you are furthermore what you call being a coward to your race, and therefore you wish not to deal with it.
I don't agree. You gave him a coward?
Yeah, man.
That was pretty strong. Man, that's a strong word. You gonna call a man a coward?
I think
because he running from his race.
Let me say this: race has its validity, right?
What if he was born into an interracial family?
Well, that's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, what you start with, you should end with. All right. So if I start off dating Chinese women my whole life, well, that's what I date. You feel what I'm saying?
So you can't switch it up.
No, you can't switch it up.
You got to stick to it.
My whole point is, if you start off dating black women and that's all you date, and you date that your whole 20s, then you in your 30s, you want to switch it up and go Chinese? Well, you just basically said, I don't want to be a part of this gang no more.
That's confusing me, man.
I mean, it's like this. Once you win, you got to get jumped out. So you got to get a bunch of
black women. You got to get jumped out.
You got to get a bunch of black women together, and they got to beat the crap out of you before you can go to a different race.
Oh, that's wild. That's wild.
I'm saying is, if you date outside your race initially, nothing wrong with it. If you date outside your race because you tired of your race, you need to get jumped in. You got to get jumped out. You got to go to some brunch with somebody Kiki birthday going on,
Right.
and you gotta get your ass whooped, and then you go to the other races. That's just me personally, and that's for other races as well, man. Honestly, you date what you see growing up, and I think you should stick there. If you don't see it growing up, don't go there. If you do see it growing up, go there. If you interracial relationships is like the cornerstone of love, because there was a time where interracial relationship wasn't allowed.
It was frowned upon.
And those people who
got
paved
killed
the
for that.
way for interracial relationships to thrive,
Those people who had jungle
you
fever.
you gotta give kudos to them. So I'm only speaking of those who cowardly leave their race because they don't want to deal with it.
Okay.
That caliber of woman within their race.
Now I'm gonna tell you how you kind of messed me up on this. We gotta move forward, but you kind of messed me up because I'm gonna give you an analogy. I'm gonna give you something totally different in relationships. So when I was younger, you know, my mother didn't allow me to. Well, I wouldn't say she wouldn't allow me, but like when I would go to McDonald's, right? She would give me a cheeseburger with just ketchup. She'd tell them no onions, no nothing, no pickles, no nothing, don't put nothing on it, just ketchup only. So you know, growing up, it was like I'm so used to this, like this is all I ate. And as I got older and I started to branch out, you know, and do things on my own, I realized that it was more to the world more to a sandwich than just ketchup and cheese. So I started exploring. And then I figured out what I liked. So in saying that, I'll say that, hey man, if you
like the onions.
Oh, I like onions. I like the onions. I like the pickles. I like on my sandwich, hold tight. Might have to say pause on that. I don't know. Some weird people out there. But yeah, so, you know, I like mustard, you know, dress my sandwich up, dress it up, make it real for me. You feel me? But, you know, hey, I would say venture out, find out what it is that you like, what it is that you want, and move forward from there. You can't just be bouncing around. Like what I said, I agree. You can't just be bouncing around. Shout out to Drayvon Martin. You know, he stated down here, we got to get our house in order first before we can even step outside of our race.
That's a valid point. We must
That's a valid
heal.
Point.
If this is the quorum that we could date outside the race, we must heal the black woman first before we could go on.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a healing process, and we're a part of that as men.
I agree.
All right. Now, back in the day, when I was pimping. This hand, that hand, I don't care who hand.
That's the same hand.
The
man. On the back side of that hand.
Yeah, remember, this is a different side.
Different sides. This hand, that hand.
No, you know, this got different color tone.
Two different hands.
All right, moving right along. All right, so what does the good guy mean? Let's go ahead and jump into the show. What does the good guy mean? Define the good guy.
Now, you know what the good guy is. The good guy is that guy who says, hey, he give her a call. Hey, you want to go out? You want to hang out? Yeah, no, everything's on me. Yeah, yeah, we can do, you know, we can go hang out. Let's have a good time. You know, at the end of the night, guess what? She ain't even hanging out with you. She over the date. You drop her off. She got old David coming through. You don't even get to finish the night off. The good guy is the guy that she calls, hey, you know, I'm short on rent money this month. You think you can hold me down? Yeah. I'm about to cash app it to you right now. Cash app it to you. She get the money. You got the money? 3 minutes later, yeah, I got the money. All right, cool. She take that money. She go buy some stuff with it. The good guy.
I like that. You didn't get that definition off of Google.
No, that wasn't off Google this time.
Because it's two words you really can't find. It's good.
Good and guy?
Yeah.
I could have found an article or something.
Yeah, you good. No, that was good. That was good, though. I'm going to define the good guy as, sweet like Drew said, he's sweet forward. I would say, to translate what that mean, the good guy always gets taken advantage of, right? He's taken for granted. Mm-hmm. He comes through, usually when other men don't. We're talking about on average, right? Man. So on average, that woman's good guy is better than her on average regular guy, right? I'm not per se a good guy to another lady than I am to another lady. You get what I'm saying? So the good guy is depicted on who she dated in the past and his per average of coming through or being good to her more than her average guy she was dating. So to define that, I mean, the good guy is. I mean, he the guy that get taken advantage of, man. That's why I'm gonna leave it at, man.
The good guy is the guy who allows the woman to take advantage of him knowingly.
No,
he knows it.
Yeah,
he knows
it might happen because it happened to him in the past.
He just figured, hey, I'm having a good time. I got it. It ain't tricking if you got it. Why not? I might get lucky one day.
And see, this is the thing that ladies pass up on the good guy to one day get older and regret
that she passed up on the good guy.
All because she didn't really know self and she didn't really know what she wanted. There's nothing wrong with that. But we're here to tell you right now that you must know that because you might look back 20 years later, 15 years later, and say, I should have took advantage of the opportunity. Now I'm stuck with this fool.
Now you stuck with this fool. He done impregnated you. Now you stuck. You don't even know what to do.
Now you don't know what to do because you passed up on a good guy.
You stuck with him for 18 years.
So, ladies, you got to be aware of the good guy. Let's go with a bad guy.
Okay.
So you want to pop this off first?
Yeah,
you
sure.
You got the red cup. I got the white cup.
Yeah, red.
I wrote my name on the other side.
What does that have to do with anything?
I wrote it on there.
What?
You don't write your name on your stuff?
Yeah, but what are you saying then? Because my name ain't on mine.
Yeah, your name wasn't on.
But that was random.
That was the point.
All right, whatever.
All right, Juice, what's the bad guy?
So the bad guy is the guy who cancels all the dates. He reschedules on you. Rain check. But, he still comes through every now and then just to keep you on his line. He doesn't do too much to push you away, but he doesn't really do enough to thoroughly keep you, 100% there. So you venture off just a little bit.
When he say he gonna call you back, he gonna call you back?
Nah. He not gonna call back. He don't call back. He call you in the morning though. Send you a good morning text. Hey, but you ain't talked to him all night. The bad guy is that guy that comes through just all the random. Give you the meat, roll out.
Can you tell our listeners what's the meat?
Nah.
In case they don't know.
They gotta read between the lines.
Jargon. All right, look, the bad guy, out of all your guys, on average, the bad guy is the worst one. Meaning, he doesn't come through. He says he's going to call you. He doesn't call you back. Right? He shows up.
He's not reliable.
Just in the nick of time for you to keep him on your line.
Mm-hmm.
And in that time, he's great. Everything's great.
He's a buzzer beater.
He's a buzzer beater.
He's a buzzer beater.
So you're confused on what to do with him. You complain to your girlfriends about him. You know he might not be the guy that holds you down in life in general.
Mm-hmm.
But short term, you get thrills out of him.
Yeah.
You get a thrill, and you confuse that bad guy thrill with a lifetime thing, and that's where the confusion come in. So now you're dissing the good guy for the bad guy to end up with no guy.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So the bad guy is kind of confusing. But I got a question. Can the bad guy turn into a good guy?
Ooh. Yeah.
Can that happen?
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, because we wouldn't have a show, would we?
Giving away the secrets.
If the bad guy couldn't turn into a good guy, we would not have this show.
Hey, look at Kanye. Hey, look at Kanye.
What Dre said?
I saw what Dre said. Look at Kanye.
Hey, look.
He was a bad guy.
Now he
turned into a good guy.
He's a good guy.
Now he's just a not likable guy at this point.
And he's a good guy that no one understands.
Yeah, he definitely. Yeah,
I understand him clearly.
You understand him?
Yeah, I'm intelligent enough to understand what he's doing.
Well, that's because you voted for Trump.
Well, I didn't vote for Trump.
I think all Trump supporters understand each other.
I didn't vote for Trump.
Who'd you vote for?
But if we had to have somebody...
No, who'd you vote for?
I did not vote.
So you voted for Trump?
No, I didn't vote because at that time, remember, I was out of the country and I couldn't make it home by time.
No, out of no country. He was in the house. He voted for Trump. You trying to make America great again. Get out of here.
I can show you my sticker right now.
What sticker?
I vote sticker.
From 4 years ago.
All right, look.
You ain't voted 4 years.
So Kanye is misunderstood. If we had someone from our race represent us, who would you choose? You gonna choose T.I.? Now T.I. my man, but he not about to get up there and say something intelligent in front of an audience of news reporters and the president.
No, I wouldn't hold it against him. I mean,
Who you gonna pick?
Between who?
You gotta pick somebody.
Between Kanye and T.I.?
Just pick a rapper, period.
Why would I pick a rapper? Why does it have to be a rapper?
Because he's a rapper who's like, you gotta pick a rapper.
What?
If I mean, you could pick an athlete, you could pick LeBron. Or Kyle.
I would probably pick LeBron over all of them.
Alright, but who you gonna pick for as rappers? I mean, we can't make this an all day thing. We got stuff to do.
I'm confused on why you trying to make me. I pick Tupac.
Oh, you didn't think he got
it? Never said dead or alive. You never said dead or alive. You didn't think a
heartbeat would matter.
You didn't say.
All right, so
you said who would I pick?
All right, somebody said Common. I agree. I pick Common.
I would pick Common too. Common's a good one. Yeah.
All right. So
even Lupe, but Lupe get a little.
Everybody win except for Juice because he picked somebody that's not alive.
What difference does it make?
Oh, that's gonna cut off if I put lower. Then. All right, look.
So plug it up, champ.
I know, right? All right, so why do you think women pass over the good guy? Let's break it down. I'll pop it off for you.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies pass the good guy because at that point in time, it's something they're not ready for, right? So they're thinking in their head, well, I haven't had enough fun. And when I think about this good guy particularly, I think he's going to make me settle down. I think serious, right? For some reason or another, we think serious mean good, bad mean fun. Right?
Okay, I can relate to that.
So because of these semantics, a woman passes over the good guy because she feels as though that is the end of her.
Mm.
And she wants to have a thrill before she settles down.
Oh, so I know that. So girls wanna have fun. Girls wanna have fun. Girls. It's only one. All right, go ahead. We got you.
All right, go ahead.
But just to tag on, man, what you said is the same thing I agree with. I feel like the good guy gets passed over because he appears and comes off as though he's boring. Like Will said, he's not the fun guy. He's probably the guy that comes through. He may hit it like a rabbit, bang, 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 bang. He's in it and he's out. That's it. He's out in 2 minutes. Or he may be the guy, who he doesn't deliver down there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his stroke game ain't right. Maybe, he doesn't know how to eat the box. I don't know. But hey, so the good guy ends up being the guy that just gets stepped on and stepped over because the bad guy comes through and lays it down. Total crankage. And I'm not talking about the go-go band. Total crankage. It's just out of control. It's an amazing time. It's exciting. Every time you're out, it's thrilling. You never know what you're going to get into. You might get in a fight. Who knows? You might get in an argument. And I don't know. That may excite her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something different. She ain't never did that before. I don't know. He may cuss you out, call you a couple B's, and you might like that. You might be into that, every now and then. That might excite you. But the good guy, he's just that laid back, mellow guy who really, doesn't do that. He doesn't give you that spark. So the good guy ends up getting left behind. They always finish last. So in comparison, the good guy is the guy in the pea coat. He wears the pea coat. The bad guy is the guy in the jean jacket or the snakeskin jacket or the leather jacket. It's the bad guy.
He doesn't have a wallet. He just has cash in his car.
Cash only. Cash and rubbers.
And I remember I didn't have a wallet. I was like, a wallet? What's that? It's like, why I just can't put my cash?
Said cash. And had your ID inside the cash.
My ID inside the cash. But look though, let's break down the deepness that deals with the good guy and the woman, right? So, realistically, man, a woman has to be challenged, right? Just like a man likes a challenge in a certain area, a woman likes a challenge, right? What if you had to come up with a couple things? What challenges the woman about a bad guy? Right? I'm gonna tell you one thing. It's I'm gonna say one. You got one? You thinking of one?
Yeah, I'm thinking of
All
one.
right.
Give me something.
A thing that challenges a woman with the bad guy is the what's the word I'm looking for when you it's unexpected.
A surprise?
Nah, not surprise.
Unexpected.
Yeah. I come up with a number.
All right, you gotta give
All
me
right,
something.
so
Give me
the
rest
bad
of
guy keeps a woman on her toes, right? That's what she does. She sees him as a challenge because she's not able to get what she wants.
You talking about spontaneous?
Yeah, spontaneous. That's the word I'm looking for. How you get it?
Dre.
Oh, all right. Thanks, Dre, dog. All right.
Once you start
The
talking,
bad
now,
guy is spontaneous in a way with the girl because they're in that dating realm or talking phase. So because of that spontaneity, she doesn't feel like she has him. So she second guesses herself.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, it gives her thrill in the art of chasing him. Like I always say, and I always tell you this.
Big facts.
Every day in a relationship, whether you're talking to someone, dating someone, or courting someone, or already married, someone loses in that relationship, someone wins. There's never a tie. Sometimes it's a tie. Nah, fuck ties. All right, look. So somehow the woman gives more energy that day in caring, or the man gives more energy that day in caring. So because the bad guy is not giving that energy back, she feels as though she must chase him to get it. So therefore, she allows him to break rules she would normally allow a guy to break. Because she's trying to figure out why he's not acting like the rest of the guys.
That's facts.
Why is he not acting the same way all the other guys act when she does such and such? When she wears such and such? When she kisses such and such? You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
facts,
she's trying to get this normal reactions that she's not receiving. So therefore, the bad guy prevails. You get me, right?
Hey,
you got anything on that?
Hey, champ, look,
I ain't even mean to roll that deep, man.
Champ, you hit it right on the head, champ. That was good. Hey, I don't even know I can't back that one up.
You can't back that one up?
Nah, that was good.
You got a story for us, man?
Yeah.
All right, we got story time with Juice. Dun-dun-dun, story time. Dun-dun-dun, story time with Juice. With Juice.
All right, here we go. So, I got a story.
I used to sing for Genuine, by the way, if you didn't know.
Oh, you used to sing with Genuine?
I used to background sing for Genuine and the Commodores in the 1980 Olympics.
Okay. Well, should I tell them about what my accolades as well?
You ain't never sang for nobody?
No. I wasn't much of a singer. You know, if anything, I was in the back, just chilling, singing, backstage.
Okay.
But I used to be one of Tank's little backup dancers. When
you used to
doing my thing, I was. They just use my voice.
So you telling me Tank used to lip sync?
No. Tank ain't lip sync. I'm talking about I was the back voice for Tank.
When did he have a back voice?
I was the back voice. When he used to perform down at the Chateau.
Hey.
Down at the Chateau. I was the back voice.
Don't you know when Genuine did In Those Jeans? Remember he did In Those Jeans?
Yeah, In Those Jeans.
He was lip singing at that time.
Oh, that was you singing?
He got in a car accident. And he had a rehab. While he was rehabbing, I was singing everything.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
Hey, champ, that was a record there. I ain't even gonna hold it.
Hey, go ahead with your story. My bad, man. I ain't mean that.
All right, but look, I got a quick story for y'all. So, this is the story of how the good guy did not prevail. So, it's a personal story. It's of myself, of course. So, there was a point in time where, I wanted to change my life. I had
You wanted to become a good guy.
I wanted to be a good guy, man. I wanted to be a good guy. So it was like, I'd done so much in this point in my life, countless things that, I don't even recall, till today, I'm still remembering random stuff. Somebody might bring up a situation. I'd be like, yo, I forgot all about that. I was there too, wasn't I? So it's like, it's crazy, right? So it got to a point in my mind, in my life, where I just like, yo, I gotta change as a man. Like, I can't keep living like this, man. It's just so much going on. So it's like, all right, I started to, come on, Juice. I tried to talk to myself. Hey, gotta get together. I never answered, but, I gotta get together.
Sometimes you answer.
Yeah, sometimes. Don't tell nobody.
Yeah,
you gotta keep that between me and you. Don't tell nobody else. But, you know what I'm saying? There came a time where I was just like, yo, I gotta get my life together, man. I can't keep doing this. I'm out here wilding. So I said, all right, cool. So, I found somebody, hey, she was cute, I'm digging her, she digging me, we digging it, So it's like, all right. So, she had, at this point in time, she had just got out of her relationship. And it's crazy because we met at a funeral, so it was like a sad time, but it was like perfect. You know what I'm saying? So so we talked for, just like we talked over the phone. Now when I say talk, you gotta go back and listen to the different stages and how we break the talking, talking, dating, and courting stages down. So talking, we would just,
that's last season.
We were just speaking, like you texting, we might hang out every now and then, wasn't nothing serious, for like a good 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like just off and on, just talking. So, it got to a point where it was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm really digging shorty. You know what I'm saying? Let me shoot my shot. Let me shoot my shot and see what happens. So, I shoot my shot, miss. Golly, champ. Yeah, exactly. Same thing I said.
Did you practice before?
Well, practice.
You just shooting.
Not a game, but practice.
All right,
come on, man.
Anyway,
practice. We've been practicing our whole life.
Yeah.
What? Practice.
She just wasn't ready.
No.
Go ahead. Tell the story. My bad.
So, I keep shooting. Shoot him, Bill. I'll shoot him. Shoot him, Bill. I'll shoot him. So I'm shooting.
That's a song. He's not retarded, y'all. All right, go ahead.
So, I just keep shooting. I probably shot about maybe 6, 7 times.
Damn.
Look, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So, I shot, these were like over the years. You know what I'm saying? So it just came to a point where like, it was just like, all right, cool. I'm good. Next thing I know, shorty told me she was living with her fiance who had cheated on her. And they had broken up, but they were still living together. And now all of a sudden, the wedding was back on and all this crazy stuff. And, he cheated on her multiple times and she caught him pretty much every time. But it was just like, shorty, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm clearly the good guy in this situation. I haven't done you wrong. I haven't steered you wrong. Take you out, treat you nice. I don't lie to you. I ain't never had to lie to her. Honestly don't even really believe in lying no more. I used to lie a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to lie a lot. Yeah, little white lies. I don't lie no more, man. I just feel like, honesty goes a long way. And a lot of women appreciate honesty. If you up front and just, keep it a stack, a lot of women like that. So, that's what I live my life by. I just keep it a stack.
Man, that was a good story because it segues into, does the good guy stay good? Where does the bad guy come from?
That's what I was getting ready to tell you.
Like, where does the bad guy come from? You have a
That's
child
where he comes from.
that is born, right?
Mm-hmm.
Once this child is born, he grows up, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's innocent, right? He likes the girl he likes. He plays at the playground. He's excited to go to school to see that girl. He begs his parents to buy him Valentine's Day, candy and card so he can pass it out to her. Like, he's a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
What turns him bad?
She turns him bad.
Ladies, let's get into this real quick.
She turns the good guy bad.
Ladies, the good guy is the prerequisite of the bad guy. So, what you're saying is, like, you're saying that the bad guy is bad because he was once a good guy? That's what you're saying, Juice?
Yeah. Majority of the time, good guys turn bad because they've been hurt. I mean, it's the same with women. It's a cycle. It's a never-ending cycle. It's a never-ending cycle.
But see, women go to the bitter.
Yeah, their hurt is worse.
Their hurt is acted out differently. Yeah. A man hurt is, how can I never hurt like this again?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to learn the game.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when Will I first learned the game, I got, I wrote a letter in school to the baddest girl in school, and she checked no. So I said, hold up now. It's just a letter. I've been making you laugh. We done play Freaky Friday. If you don't know about Freaky Friday is when y'all chase each other and slap each other on the butt.
Wait, slap each other?
We'll not slap each other. You got to try to grab their butt.
I don't know, bro. You might have played a different version of me.
I think I messed that up.
Nah,
Look,
you ain't messed it up.
Freaky Friday was you run around and grab the girl's butt.
I'm gonna get you, will I?
So I'm trying to figure out how I just wrote this letter, and I thought we was feeling each other, but you checked no.
Oh, man.
So now I gotta learn the game, because if I be honest in the game, I get hurt. So instead of being honest and being a good guy, I gotta turn bad and learn the game and thrive. So this is where the bad guy comes from. He comes from pain of a woman. It's listen, everything, ladies, a man does is predicated on the woman. Always. All day, every day. He goes to work to make money. Why? So he can have a woman. Mm-hmm. He goes shopping and gets clothes. Why?
To look nice.
For the woman.
You ain't looking nice with me.
He gets a haircut.
Get rat's ass.
Or he gets a beard. Why?
To look nice
for the woman. He goes to the gym. For what?
To look.
For the woman. Huh? A man's whole life is predicated on a woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Big facts.
Now, for ladies, it's not that same way. It's not that same way. It's a lot of things she does to get a man's attention. But some of the things a woman does is just because she wants to do them.
That's facts.
You feel what I'm saying? But a man,
she does it for her own health.
Yeah.
You know, for herself.
The things a man does is more so predicated in the public eye for a woman, right?
That's facts.
If you watching TV, watching NFL football, that's probably for him. You feel me? So the good guy comes from a sense of he's innocent at first, and then he turns to the bad guy. And then next thing you know, we got a whole rock of people out here that's trying to get over. Mm. So I guess the question is, if a bad guy is good first, and because of that pain he harbors, he does something with it. We call this pain bodies. Ooh. You want to break down what a pain body is?
You break it down. Pain bodies, just like he said.
All right. So a pain body is it's a point in time. Let's call it a ball. This ball is full of pain, right? It has a body. This is the body of the pain, right? It's within inside you, and that pain body craves sadness, right? You ever listen to a song and you get sad, or you ever get drunk and you start reminiscing over your life and get sad, or you think about a woman that break your heart? Mm. These are pain bodies thriving, right? This is how they eat. They got to feed off of pain and sadness.
So is that why you end up going back in the graveyard and digging up old bodies?
Listen, this is what dudes do. Can you explain that?
Okay. Yeah. That's my specialty. So look.
Shuffle a graveyard body. Shuffle it up.
Shovel them out. So graveyard body are old bodies. These are bodies that you haven't visited in some time. It can be weeks, months, years, decades, whatever. This is a body. Now, when we say a body, we talking about a sexual encounter. So this is somebody who you haven't had sex with in a certain amount of time, right? So you know, maybe it didn't work out with y'all, or maybe it did, but y'all just fell off and y'all stopped talking, y'all stopped communicating. So, one day you just go back and hey, you at home and you listen to some music, and you might hear an old song, and then it might revert you back to, in 2012, I was riding down the highway and such and such was beside me giving me a handy, and that might bring up some old thoughts. Hey.
Yeah, it's like a spark.
It's a spark.
It could go anywhere.
Yeah.
It could come from anything.
So that's when, ladies, you get those, hey, stranger, text messages. That's when you get those.
Yeah, that does explain. Yeah.
How you been?
That's good.
That's when you get those, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, but, hey, maybe he hadn't thought about you in a while. Maybe y'all both moved on and you crossed his mind. So, he felt like, hey, let me see how she doing. We kind of just fell off and stopped communicating. And then, hey, y'all might link back up and then get back to it, so that's a graveyard body.
That's a graveyard body. All right, so what Juice was saying is the graveyards come from somehow or another, pain bodies. So pain bodies harbor within yourself, right? And when it sense sadness or rejection, it goes to what fits it best, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you digged up the graveyards, it's because you knew that was safe. That was a safe thing to do, right? So sometimes yourself can fight against your pain body, and you don't want to feel that pain or handle rejection, so you dig up graveyards.
Mm-hmm.
Now the pain body conflicts the good guy, turns him into a bad guy, right? And he feeds off this hurt to the fact that he hurts other people, and it continues, right? Now let's talk about the woman in the pain body.
Okay.
Because the woman in the pain body, what happens is she starts to date the same guys.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
She goes and date the same type of guys. She say, well, I always get the same dude. Well, your pain body always picks out that dude.
Yeah.
You feel me? Your pain body always looks for that guy that's going to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Or that guy that if you was in a domestic relationship, you might have been in a domestic relationship, you get out of it, and then you go into another one. And you like, how did I get back here?
Yeah.
Well, that's your pain body sending you through that situation yet again.
Mm-hmm.
The pain body is a bad thing because what happens is, ladies, this pain body allows you to pass up the good guy.
Yep.
Now you don't even get the good guy. Like you don't even understand him.
She's not even searching for the good guy.
He's not attractive
at this
to
point.
you. Like you're not searching for him. You're not paying him no mind, no attention. And before you know it, you're in a repeat of cycle of relationships and you're not getting lucky yet. You haven't found the one or you haven't got the ring because you're stuck with your pain body and your ego or your thrill-seeking ways to stay with the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the good thing about the good guy is he becomes bad at some point in time. So, if you still want that thrill, you can turn your good guy into a bad guy in a positive note. You get what I'm saying? So, and that's where coaching comes in. Mm. And a lot of people don't coach or, I would say, work with one another in a relationship with actual things to work with. Like, you can't work with nobody who don't got no job. Like, they need to work with themselves. You get what I'm saying?
What if he in a dry spell right now?
He could be in a dry spell, but if a year passed and he still ain't got no job, you can't work with that.
Look at Lawrence. He was in a dry spell.
Yeah, but look at him. She
cheated on him.
She turned him into a bad guy, and now he thriving.
Yeah, he thriving now. You ain't lying. When he did that flashback, hey, he was thriving.
Ladies, you got to decide, right? If you like the bad guy, that's fine. You might lock up one day with a good bad guy. But if you don't, and you spark that good guy to turn into a bad guy, you gotta watch out. And that's the same. That's a perfect scenario with Insecure. Just was talking about the show Insecure that come on HBO. Who was it? What's his name?
Lawrence. We are Team Lawrence. I'm Team Lawrence.
I'm Team Lawrence.
I'm Team Lawrence.
But he turned into a good guy again. I don't know.
He's not a good guy again. He got burnt.
He
got burnt and called like 30 chicks.
He acting like a little girl.
Yeah, and the one chick he called, she said, "Hold up, we ain't even do nothing."
Yeah,
that's how I knew he was out here thriving. I knew he was out here thriving when Shorty said, "We ain't even do nothing." He was like, okay.
Yeah, he didn't even know.
Okay.
So, ladies, you could turn the good guy into a bad guy at your expense, right? While you're in a relationship. But a lot of the times, you're not working with things that can be worked out. Like, you're dating a guy that's short and you like tall guys. You're attracted to what you're attracted to. It can change, but you got to be open-minded about that. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is. So, a lot of the times, you're working with things you can't work out with. And you're trying to figure out why you don't like this guy like you like other guys. You know what I'm saying? So you might be working with a good guy, right? Or let's just say a guy in general. You're working with a guy in general, like I said, he doesn't have a job.
Okay.
Then you have another guy who does have a job, but the guy who doesn't have a job is more funner than the guy who does have a job.
Okay.
Listen, in adulthood, the fun limits as you get older.
Does it?
Yeah. What? I mean, you got to be responsible. You gotta
be fun could limit.
It's quantified. It's more constricted.
Okay.
Because you gotta go to work for 8 hours. Well, that's 8 hours out of your day right there. All right, you gotta go to sleep. Well, that's another 8 hours. So it's constricted.
Sleep is for suckers.
Now the guy who doesn't have a job, he can have fun all day. He ain't got nowhere to go. You see what I'm saying? So, ladies, what happens is you go find this shell of a guy and you won't work with, oh, he doesn't have a job, but I can find one for him. No! You can't find no job for him. Or you say, oh, he
probably not gonna want none of the jobs that she trying to get him to get anyway.
Yeah. Or you say, oh, all I gotta do is push and motivate him. No! You can't motivate a man. So the things you should work with. You want to list some things that a lady should work with when dealing with the good or bad guy. This is a guy in general. Ladies, these are things you can work with. He's not romantic. You can work with that.
He can't cook.
You can work with that.
Work with that.
He doesn't clean that well.
You can work with that.
You can work with that.
He's not organized.
You can work with
Work
that.
with that. He doesn't eat the box right.
You can work with that. You can coach the box eating.
As long as he's coachable.
Listen, this is pimping.
Coachable.
This is pimping 101.
Mm-hmm.
Pimping 101 constitutes that every woman likes her vagina ate differently.
Yes.
And you know how many Jews know that?
They're all different.
They're all different.
They're all different.
So you can work with that.
I do lick at the vagina.
You can work with that.
Delicious.
So therefore, you can coach him on that. What's something else? He doesn't like traveling.
You can work with that.
You can work with that.
You can work with that.
And ladies, a lot of times you let these minute things, the worst thing you can work with, be a real contributor in you not taking him seriously. That's where you mess up at.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly where the train stops and the good guy gets off and then the bad guy gets back on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna give you my scenario. Well, I gave it already, but as I was coming into being a bad guy, it was more so about self-survival for my heart in general, not to be pounced and taken advantage of, than it was about anything, right? So the bad guy is only for self. The bad guy decides to be for self. The good guy is for everybody, right? The good guy wants to help. He wants to be there for his woman. There's nothing wrong with that. So ladies, what happens is you don't want to take your good guy and turn him into a bad guy while you're with him, right? You have to decide what type of guy you're willing to work with. Is it the good guy? Can you really take a good guy and not take advantage of the situation? Or do you need your guy to not be a sucker?
Yeah.
Do you need him to challenge you? These are self-awareness things you have to ask yourself. Like, oh, I want my guy to challenge me. You know what I'm saying? You got to say that to yourself. If you know for a fact you've been through it all and you're not into that, you're not into the games anymore, then go find a good guy. But now you will have to switch your mindset over to be attracted to the things that are good guy qualities.
Right.
Like you might ask him something, he might say yeah. It might be that easy. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times a woman be like, every time I ask him to do something, he do it. Well, what the heck? Ain't this what you want?
That's what you want.
So, I mean, being a good guy, man, is... Ladies, you got to know what you want to do. That's just straight point blank period like that, man. I ain't got nothing else on it, man. What's your final thoughts, man? You got something?
Yeah, my final thoughts would be, if you like good guys, man. If you like bad guys. But understand what you're getting yourself into. You know, a good guy may seem boring. He may seem like, like it's not going to be a good time. You know, you're not going to enjoy yourself as much. It may not last because it's not as thrilling as it is to be with the bad guy. But don't get it confused because you can teach that. Find you somebody that's coachable, that you can thrive with in life, that you can enjoy your life with and flourish and bring a family into this world, man. Someone who can make you genuinely happy. And if that's a bad guy for you, ladies, then, by all means, do your thing with the bad guy. Have fun, enjoy yourself. But, just know what comes with the territory.
I'm gonna say this, man. Final thoughts by Will I. Ladies, just like we produce bitter women, you guys produce bad guys. It is a two-way street. Um, we wanted to bring this episode more so because we have been on both sides of those topics today, and we understand why the woman chooses the bad guy over the good guy. But ladies, as you get older, you will see that the good guy is good for you. So you have to decide: do you want to cut out the fat? And I'll not say the fat. Do you want to cut out the wasting of time and get straight to the good guy? There's a lot of good guys out here, unfortunately. They're the ones at the library that you're like, oh, that guy's weird. They're the ones in the grocery store on Sunday morning. They're the ones in the gym in the aerobic classes. They're not lifting weights. They're the ones in the class with you. They're the ones, driving around and a Toyota Corolla or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're those guys that you think is not for you, or those guys you think that you could take advantage of. Those are those guys. You have to decide, are you mature enough for those guys? Because in the end result, it is a better solution for you. Why? Because we're telling you that we were good guys who turned bad guys who became good guys once again. So there is something inside the good guy. And every man must come back to that realm of being the good guy before he gives away the ring. It's just where a man has to go. It's a place he has to go. So, I mean, that's all I got to say about the good guy, man. I think we hit it on the head. And the good guy won't survive without your help. So if you can, we're going to take out the collection plate. And we're going to take a donation for the good guy.
A donation?
Yeah, it's going to be these nuts.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I was just joking. Is this recording?
It sure is. And you're giving the good guys
badly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's the next segment?
I don't even want to talk about it anymore. It's gotten weird. Just to be completely honest about it.
It's just funny because I always walk around the house.
Look, we're just going to move on to relationship advice. I already know where this going.
All right, man. We got a relationship advice of the week. Da-da-da-do-do.
So kid just found out her man was married before and never told her. What should she do? Kid, if that man was married before and he ain't never tell you, boo, he got a lot of secrets. He got a lot of secrets, honestly. There's no reason why he should not have told you that he was married before. He hiding something. So
you need to find out.
You need to find out what's going on. There's probably a lot more to the story. You need to find. He might got some kids somewhere. Who knows? He might used to beat on her. Who knows? But for him not to tell you about him actually being married at some point, like this is considered like a huge monumental moment in people's life. Getting married, you spend a lot of money. Unless you go to the courthouse and you go out to Vegas, you're gonna spend money on the flight to get out there. Even though you get married in your regular fit, hey. But at the end of the day, But at the end of the day, hey, you're still gonna spend some money. So this is a serious moment in people's lives. Like this is a union that you take under God. So by doing that and to not communicate that experience with you, and it sounds like, is it just me or it said married before? So I'm assuming that they're married. Just based on the wording. I'm just based on the wording. She said, this is what she said. She said she just found out her man was married before. So that may mean to me that means that they're married now.
The question of the week we can't assume.
All right, well.
But you did hit it on the head.
But yeah, so hey, look, sweetheart, you need to find out what's going on. What you got on the way?
I'm gonna say this, kid. Your man was married before he didn't tell you. Like we always say, Did you ask? Ladies, we have to be direct and precise with our decision making and our dating skills. There is a way that only a woman can do things with the sexiness and slickness that a man could never have. Ladies, use your sex appeal. Ask real questions during sexy moments. You know?
So if she didn't ask him, was he married before, in particular?
Does he have to disclose that?
Does he have to disclose that? That's the question of the week.
No, all right, listen. He'll have to disclose it. He will have to disclose it if he defines what marriage is to him. Some people marriage, to some people, marriage is not a big deal. It's not something they want to practice or do. You get what I'm saying? So if he doesn't take it as serious, because look, I'm gonna tell you this: what happened, right?
What happened?
A lot of people got married real young,
and
they don't count it.
They don't care. What?
Like I was married when I was young.
You?
Yeah, like 17.
Married to who? I don't know.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
He'll get shot through the
camera. But what I'm saying is, you ever heard like people got married young or got a divorce? I know a couple people who got divorced or was married real young. So they might not count that as a serious thing because they was in a younger time frame. So, but like Drew said, in the end all be all, I dropped something. He is hiding something. You have to find out what that secret is. But he definitely is hiding something, I believe. 80% of the time, a man who doesn't disclose something that serious is hiding something. But on the other 20%, you could be about to make a fool of yourself, kid. I remember who we got next, man.
Why would I lie? Will I? We got a tip by Will I.
Ladies. This is the tip. With every beautiful art of the earth, there is a short haircut style for you. Give it a try. Restart your growth, your look, and amaze yourself.
Natural beauty.
Cut it off.
Hey, sugar.
You know they say hair carries spirits. Cut some of them spirits and those old things out your life and start anew and start afresh. You could do a color right there and then the rest be regular. You could do a swoop right there and then the rest be regular. You could do a bang. You could do whatever you want to do. But for every beautiful art of the earth, there's a short haircut for you, boo-boo. Do you? All right, Juice, man, what else we got, man? Challenge of the week. I know the ladies sweating in their cubicles. Let's get out of here.
All right, so challenge of the week is decipher whether you like good guys or bad guys majority of the time. Be honest with yourself. Figure that out. I know it's going to be hard. But, if you got to make a column, pros and cons, and figure out which one is more suitable for you. And try not to turn too many good guys bad. That's all I got for him, Will.
Hey, man. I mean, it was a nice show, man.
It was a good show.
I mean, I definitely support Kanye.
We know.
And what he did.
We know.
You don't?
Kanye?
Yeah. We're not on camera no more.
Support him in what? In what aspect? In which situation?
I mean, he trying to bring oneness.
Oneness?
Yeah. You don't agree with it?
I do understand that may be his
You secretly told me you voted for Trump. So I'm surprised you don't.
Whoa.
And you told me
I have
Kanye,
witnesses that actually saw me.
And you told me Kanye was your favorite rapper.
No. Kanye was never at no point ever my favorite rapper. Do I like some of his old music? Yes.
What music? Twisted Dark Fantasy?
808 Heartbreaks.
You like 808?
Yeah.
So you like love rap song?
College Dropout. Like what? Kanye used to have some good stuff back.
He did. He still do
it, but no.
This last album wasn't like that.
Weird.
Man, I think people are hate. Listen,
Where he had like 2 or 3 good songs on that jam.
do not hate because everybody else is.
I'm not hating. This was facts.
I'm just talking to the people. Do not join the bandwagon.
Tripping.
Have your own reasoning for why you say what you say. Don't do it because everybody else doing it.
I mean, I don't dislike.
Did you see the jet he was trying to get the president in? It's kind of dope. He bringing a sweatshop to Chicago. That's jobs. Just like them bringing Chipotle to DC.
Yeah. I'm not mad at him. Like I said, I don't dislike the man. And, you know, it's just some things that he has done. You know, it's just like, why would you do that?
All right, man, let's get out their heads, man. I know the ladies sweating in the cubicles. All right, it's been another great episode. Juice, what you tell them?
Don't forget to get the scoop with Will I and Juice.